in episode 11 of the Serious About Tech podcast, we talk about Microsoft's new Surface Go tablet and the Apple MacBook Pro 2018 Core i9. Does it have throttling problems? All that coming up in Serious About Tech. Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Serious About Tech. I am your host, Zachary Webb, and today we'll be talking about the Microsoft Surface Go and the Apple MacBook Pro 2018. Does it have throttling problems? So, Microsoft's Surface Go tablet, this is a new 10-inch tablet from Microsoft that goes kind of with the rest of their Surface products, their Surface Pro, their Surface Laptop, all the other Surface devices, but at a lower price of $399 for the base model. Now, they have several other devices, namely the Surface Pro, the Surface Laptop, the Surface Studio. Those are all different ones of their products, and usually all the products are very good because Microsoft makes good stuff. So this is their smaller device, which they launched on July 10th, that is going to be a smaller size of a Surface while having the great quality of the larger Surface devices. So the base model is $399 for 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. Then there's another model for $549 for 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. Then add on to that the keyboard, which can either cost $99 or $129 depending on how nice you want your keyboard to be. So after adding that all up, the price comes closer to the very lowest variant of their Surface device, their main Surface tablet that they have, their Surface Pro. But okay, the processor that is powering these things is a Pentium Gold processor, which is better than some of the processors that some of these cheapo $100 tablets that run Windows 10 and Windows 8 have, but still not as good as a lot of other ones. So it runs the Pentium 4415Y. So it's a Y series processor. And so the main thing that stuck out to me in researching it is that the Surface Go, the 64 gigabyte one, runs off of eMMC storage, and it's slower than the storage in the 128 gigabyte variant that has an NVMe PCIe SSD that is a much faster storage. So most people are going to want that one and not the cheaper. They're going to want that one and not the cheaper one, which means it's going to be $549 plus your keyboard and your pen or whatever you want to get. But Costco, I found out Costco is selling one that's 4 gigabytes of RAM and the 128 gigabyte SSD with a keyboard for $549. So that makes a more compelling place for those who really are trying to find a place in the middle that is more their price range and has a lot of stuff. And it's a better deal than you could consider for some of the other ones too. So we'll see how this sells. You can pre-order it now, and then it should come out on August 2nd. So you should be seeing that. It's got a good screen on it. It's as high resolution. It's as high pixels per inch, which is like the screen density for how good it's going to look, as the Surface Pro 3 from several generations ago, and decent cameras. We'll see. I've heard good things about the graphics card that is in this Surface Go, so it should have decent graphics, and Microsoft says it should be as fast and powerful as their current Surface Pros or like the last generation. So we will see how that goes. Then there's the saga of the Apple MacBook Pro 2018 with the Intel Core i9. Does it have throttling problems? So Apple brought out the new i9 MacBook Pro, which sells for ridiculous prices, starting at around $2,300, going all the way up to close to $8,000 or $9,000, depending on which country you are in and how much storage you get, because it can come with up to a 4 terabyte SSD, which is insane, and not many people need that. So Dave Lee, or Dave2D on YouTube, had a video out about the throttling on the Core i9 that he had. He rendered a video in Premiere Pro on it, and then compared it to his last generation Core i7 MacBook Pro, and found that the Core i7 one did the rendering quicker than the Core i9 one did. And the Core i9 is supposed to be better and faster than the Core i7, supposedly. So it was throttling too much. And basically, throttling means that it made more heat than the MacBook's cooling system could get rid of. So then the processor had to slow down in order to cool itself down, and then you're just not going to get as good of performance. Well, now there is a little twist, as Apple has put out an update that Dave Lee also has another video out about. And with this update, it fixed most of the problem to where the Core i9 doesn't throttle as much. So Dave Lee was getting better render times on his Core i9 MacBook Pro now than the last generation Core i7. And it's even better than the Core i9 in the freezer before the patch. So this patch may fix part of the problems. Now, there is other laptops that have this problem too, like the XPS 15 with the Core i9 and a few others with the Core i9. That's because these are thin and light computers. Now, gaming laptops with the Core i9 can handle it really well because they have all the fans and all that kind of stuff that you need to keep the chip cool, and then it can go out to its max performance. Because the Intel Core i9 is a 6-core, 12-thread processor, and the you can get several different processors in that MacBook Pro, starting from an i5, an i7, i9, all that. But the i9 is the most expensive, and some people put money and power together on a same ratio. But it's not always how it works, since Apple computers are usually a little more expensive, especially with this MacBook Pro and the pricing scheme that it has. So I'll keep an eye on the story. If anything changes, I will tell you in the next episode. And if you have any thoughts about either one of these stories, the Surface Go or the Apple MacBook Pro, then you can shoot me an email. That is Zachary@SeriousAboutTech.com, ZACHRY@SeriousAboutTech.com. And if you want to buy the Surface Go at Costco or the Microsoft Store, we have links for that in the show notes. The show notes will be at bit.ly/SATP011, or just go to SeriousAboutTech.com/11 for /11. If you'd like to support this podcast, then please go out to SeriousAboutTech.com/support or Patreon.com/SeriousAboutTech. You can give as little as $1 over there, and you will get access to a special Discord chat that I have just for you listeners. And also, if you want to just get access to that Discord chat, you can ask me in email. That is Zachary@SeriousAboutTech.com, and I may put it on the website soon too. Remember to share the podcast on social media. We have the episode on the website, and just get the link from there and put it out. You can tweet at Serious Tech Show for this podcast. We're on Twitter there. I'm on Twitter at the Zachary Webb. That is at TheZachary And remember to subscribe in Apple Podcasts for an Apple iPhone, or if you're on Android, then subscribe with Google Podcasts or your favorite applications. You can just go to SeriousAboutTech.com/Apple Podcasts for Apple Podcasts, or SeriousAboutTech.com/Android for Android phones, and you can find all the other links at the website at SeriousAboutTech.com or satechpodcast.webco.us. That's satechpodcast.webbco.us. We're on TuneIn, Stitcher, and all the other fine places where you have podcasts. And don't forget the sponsor, that is Web Services from webco.us. Just go to SeriousAboutTech.com/WWS. You can get 10% off a great website that I will design for you. I will make you a website, and we have affordable web design, and security and ease of use are our top priorities. You get a free Let's Encrypt certificates with your website and great support. Go to seriousaboutTech.com/WWS and use the promo code PODCAST10. That is PODCAST10. And I thank you for listening to this episode of Serious About Tech and watching. If you're on YouTube, we are on YouTube. seriousaboutTech.com/YouTube, or just search for Serious About Tech on YouTube.com, and you will be sure to find us. We do make a full video show over there with Talking Head. That's just me talking. You see us record the podcast live. We will usually talk about that on the Google Plus page. Just check out our Google Plus page at seriousaboutTech.com/Google Plus to keep up with us there and when we go live. And I thank you for listening and watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Serious About Tech.